Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler every series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. That's a little bit better. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. Can you tell that I'm like the perfect mix of I just woke up, but I also didn't get much sleep? I think it shows. I think I nailed that. I'm not going to lie. But anyway, folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. And folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing today, folks? Well, it happens to be my Wonderlic shirt. Which, what the fuck is Wonderlic? Wonderlic is a band. They are a local Illinois band, kind of a hard rock band. I ran into these guys a few years back now. They were opening up for another band that I was there to see, and I really enjoyed their set. I was fortunate enough I ended up running into them just a few months later at another show, and, ever since then, man, they've just been super fucking cool. The reason why I didn't get a lot of sleep and why I'm all blah, 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 it's because I was out to the way hours of the night yesterday. These guys were performing like about an hour and a half away from me. I was actually the last official performance with their original drummer. He's moving on to other stuff, so I knew I wanted to be there. I got a whole bunch of videos of their performance that are also on this channel, just in case maybe you want to check it out. But they're super cool. Anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Well, I bought this yesterday on my way home from the show. I stopped off at a gas station, specifically a Graham's Marketplace, and I found, boom, it's a sub sandwich. This is the Chef Select's Kitchen Fresh Foods Italian sub, which consists of ham, salami, and pepperoni on French bread. That sounds like the most bare basic of what you could kind of consider an Italian sub. But, and it has provolone cheese, banana peppers. Yeah, that's not a fucking, alright. And Italian dressing. Anyway, and it cost me $7.49. Jesus, things are stupid expensive now. Anyway, what with this being a sub sandwich review, I have to go over there. I have to preface with three things real quick. Number one is, for over, I think, 2 years now, I've been going on sub sandwich adventures. And what that means is that I've been going out to basically every place that sells sub sandwiches, be they chain locations, delis, gas stations, what have you. I've been trying out their sub sandwiches. I've been reviewing them. I've been putting them on my YouTube channel. But, and this is where the second thing comes into play, I'm such a nice guy. I don't just put them on my YouTube channel. I also put them in a playlist called Subs for Subs. So if you enjoy my sub sandwich reviews, first of all, thank you very much. I appreciate that. But on top of that, if you want that sub sandwich review and goodness, all you have to do is go to that particular playlist, and that's where all my sub sandwich reviews are. At the time I'm doing this, I have over 100 in there. But, this is where number 3 comes into play, maybe that's not enough for you. Maybe you need even more sub sandwich review and goodness. Just wait until Sunday. Why? Because Sunday is SUBday. That's the day when I go over there and I upload my sub sandwich reviews. Typically, you're going to get 2 of them, sometimes 3, sometimes 4, one time 1. I'm going to go over there, put forward the sub sandwich goodness, because that's just the kitschy little thing. But anyway, let's try this sub sandwich that I bought at a gas station. I was almost a little bit worried about it because, like I said, I bought it last night. And it's a sub sandwich gas station, so you want to give it as good a go as you can. But it was like, well, there's, limited veg and stuff. I think it should be fine. Open! Why? Why is this the hardest thing in the world to get into? Jesus. Alright, I mean, good on the packaging team. Come on, dude. Why is it double packaged? Alright. Sub sandwich. Looks like. Ha 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 ha! Let's eat it, because I've taken a while. I'm sorry. Salami is very immediate. Very immediate. Then the pepperoni kind of kicks in. So it's nice. You get those nice salty meats. They're doing their thing. Um. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the ham doesn't really have much of a chance. It's just kind of adding a general meatiness to it. That's fine. I mean, it's a gas station. I'll say this: you do get a good sized sub. Italian dressing is really playing a very, very limited role, which I'm honestly surprised that they even bothered. Because, I mean, yeah, that is part of an Italian sub, but for a pre-made sub, probably, unless you're like just giving a packet, to put on yourself. Hmm. Yeah. There's like one lonely banana pepper. That's ridiculous. Um, like biting into this thing, like, where the hell is a banana pepper? It's literally dead center. There's just one. Um, it's fine. I mean, it's a pre-made sub. It's definitely not the worst pre-made sub I've had. Not the best I've had either. When it comes to pre-made stuff, obviously you have to temper your expectations a fair amount. It's not going to be as good as it's made fresh. But I have been to some places, like you go to like fresh markets and stuff like that, where they'll have pre-made subs, typically made by a bakery and like brought in-house. And those are pretty close to being full-on proper subs. This is obviously not that. It's a gas station sub. It's there to be there when you need it for food purposes. It'll fill you up a little bit. To that end, I think it will. It's a big sub. Again, you're paying $7.49 for it, so it better at least give you a fair amount. And I mean, in terms of the meatiness, I'll give it credit. That's not terrible. Again, I've had way, way worse. The overall construction of it, again, it's really kind of fringing on what you could consider an Italian sub. And you guys know, if I'm trying out subs, Italian sub is like my goalpost. I like to try that one out. I mean, this isn't gonna give me a proper Italian sub experience, but it's somewhat evocative of it to a very minimal extent. It really is just one of those things where, like, it's food, it's tasty enough for what it is, even though, again, mostly what you're getting is the salami and the pepperoni. That Italian dressing, like, if it's even on there, I'm not getting much. And then one single banana pepper. Yeah. It's fine. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It really is just, it is a better than average gas station sub. That's what I'm going to give it. But two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Sure, under certain circumstances, and I guess. Yeah, so I mean, again, when it comes to like these gas station subs, I'm not gauging them the same way I am like proper subs. I'm working off the idea that if you're getting this, you're probably at a gas station, on your way someplace. Maybe it's late, maybe, you don't want to stop anywhere else. It's an option. And to that end, it's not a terrible option. It tastes okay for what it is. You get quite a bit, so it's definitely going to do the job of filling you up. If you want a real Italian sub, it's obviously not going to work in that capacity, but it's fine. And I think for myself personally, if I, like last night, I was fucking, 2 a.m. when I stopped off. Sure, you could do way worse than this. This will get you through, and you won't be unhappy about it. You won't be that happy about it, but, And by that same token, if I'm recommending it, it is one of those things where it's like, yeah, are you just making your way someplace? Do you just need something? This is a better option than, again, I got a whole playlist, man. Go through and check it out. If you want to see my opinion on other gas station subs, this is better than average by gas station sub standards. It's pretty tasty. You get quite a bit. It'll do you. But that's about as much as I can give it, There's nothing terrible about it. There's nothing spectacular about it. It's food. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go over there, have yourselves a truly proper Italian sub sandwich-tastic rest of your life. Final 2 things, folks. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in your world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do all the time, I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating, just bullshit sometimes, folks. Especially when you're over there and you haven't really slept that much, and then you got to go back into work tonight in a few hours, and you're like, no! Damnable daylight savings time bullshit. I hate daylight savings time. Let's just get rid of it, please. Like, wasn't that agreed upon that we were just going to on that because it's dumb and nobody likes it? Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to be on some sort of trek of your own, right? And you're trekking along. You're just trekking it. And maybe you're going to need to stop off at a gas station. Maybe it happens to be a Graham's Marketplace. By the way, I don't know if this is an in-house sub for Graham's or if it's just one that I don't know how that whole thing works. I think I've been to Graham's Marketplace like maybe twice. I don't have any around me, so. But maybe you're gonna go over there. Maybe you're gonna try it out. Maybe you're gonna be like, yeah, okay, yeah. The one guy wearing the Wonderlic shirt was dead on. Hey, wait a second. Wasn't he wearing a Wonderlic shirt? So maybe you hit me up in the comments. Hey, can you direct me to the music? And I'll be like, yeah, I'll send you this way and everything. You don't have to just watch my stuff. There's other videos up of, their stuff. They need to put out an album. That is my one crux with these guys. It's like, come on. You've been a band for 5.5 years. Put out an album. I don't want it to be a circumstance like I've had with other local bands where I love their stuff and they don't put out an album and then they stop being a band at some point. And then it's like, but then where do I with the music? Anyway, bye.